Alright, looks like we're live on the YouTube end of it. Just want to wait for the Twitch end of it. But hello, we are coming back online, doing an early stream, because that way I have hopefully enough energy to actually do longer than just an hour. I really am starting to kind of regret doing all the late night streams, but at the same time, like, it feels like the late night streams somehow get more attention than the normal ones. So yeah, hopefully the midday Molly stream will go alright. And hopefully I'll get through the rest of this Arknights collab. Which, speaking of, I should really start. And I'm going to do dailies before I do so as well. I've also been thinking of changing the game screen, or the game tab I have, I guess, for when I switch from this, like, you know, this talking stream section to the game. I kind of wanted to do a little more than just text box, Molly's to the side, and then the game on the end. I kind of want to make it look like how professional streamers do it, where there's like a background to each of the different sections. You have the text cleanly cut away from the rest of the place, and you have the stream as its own little area. Or actually, the gameplay is its own little area. Let me switch over as well. Alright. Got it online. It was black screen weirdly for no reason at all. Just gotta do the dailies first. Because we switched over, I've got to change this now to all my blunters. You're Pierce. Yeah, you're Pierce. Alright, and then we need Molar Otis. You will be a Lou section. You, I don't really have one for you, I don't think. I'll just put you as Ting Tang in the background. You are going to be Regret Faust to get rid of Lasso. Put back 9-2. I think Heathcliff has to stay, but we're just going to put him in the background. You don't really have one either. Is a very annoying problem because you have two, but then you have your big move is that. Already did you. You are going to have to... I'll put you as Lobotomy. I really shouldn't put you as the Lobotomy one because, like, this one has two of them as well and works with the sloth resonance, but I think Lobotomy is just fun. Red Eyes. Swap these around so I have... You, I just need one more beater, really, and I don't know who... Put for in mine, honestly, just be Family Hark.
보는 눈은 있네요. 여기서 저만큼 유능한 인재는 흔치 않죠.
Then you can be Flare on the back. Actually, no, that doesn't do anything. The Tremor would be the better one to do, but I don't really have that. But hopefully we won't ever need to use our background people.
자, 맞서보죠. 우리들에게 이깟 파도 별것도 아니잖아요.
I can't have you guard because you gain SP. And then of course, because they start at 0, that means they, you know, flip coins every time. Because 45 sanity is just the same as 0 sanity.
이 방식을
I will
기억하는
not
게
stop
좋겠어요.
beating that drum.
자, 맞서보죠. 우리들에게 이깟 파도 별것도 아니잖아요.
Just gonna have RNG carry me, unfortunately. It's annoying, but I have to. Let's go, RNG. Finally getting rid of some of these guys.
놀라운 한방이네요.
I believe.
직접 알게.
아르카나 빛! 차!
Dang, so close.
아, 여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
Oh, at least we're getting rid of some of the other people on this. And it's gonna be a second stagger. Dang it. That's gonna be another stagger and a kill. Good job, Faust. Another stagger kill. Let's go, N-Corp.
제대로
Let's go,
꽂혔는데.
Sinclair. I don't know why it's N-Corp. We'll just ego the rest of them. Surely that'll be fine.
대가리 딱 떼도
Not gonna be full power skull buster, unfortunately.
더 먹어치워라.
Still pretty good.
저들의 약점이 뻔히 보이는 게로군.
A negative 15 for this, jeez. But oh well.
정의보다도 푸른 자요, 사랑보다 붉은 자요. 운명 속에 파묻힌 그대 이름을 걸고 여기서 빛을 맹세한다. 우리 앞에 막는 증오스러운 존재들에게 나와 그대의 힘을 합쳐 위대한 사랑의 힘을 보여줄 것을! 아르카나 슬레이머!
What a beautiful ego that is.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군.
아차!
일 처리는 빠르게
무지하니까
하는 게 덜 답답한 법이지.
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로
Unfortunately, she's now
기계는 입에 발린 말
corroded.
따위 쉽게 하지 않아요. 대가리 딱 떼도
Let's go, Raimshink.
그래도 언제나 추월할 수는 없으니까.
So close to a kill there. Of course, your powerful move is used against the guy that is basically 0 health. Okay, you're at negative 30, Don Quixote. Why were you flipping heads on those?
오물을 떼어내주지.
What the heck, Don Quixote?
힘 조절이.
What isn't? We're gonna get hens?
아르카나 비트. 내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다. 무상한 목숨. 불끄득 지원할 뿐. 훌륭한 제압 성과를 낸 직원이 있군요.
And she's fine
효율적인
now.
결과를 위해서
So
이쯤에서
that's one day we done. Now
관리자님이
we're
칭찬의 말을
gonna move
건네줘도
on
좋을
to the
것
other
같네요.
one.
물론 진.
결국 내 공부가 부족하지 않았다는 거네.
I
그치?
did the classic.
좋았어.
Poise team against him, basically.
일인가요?
He'll be sync.
화점에 두지.
일인가요?
Be you. I need the Kurakomus on here as well. Need Blade Lineage Saisu.
출정이군요.
Also throw up Thorcal Sigio. Blade Lineage, we'll use Poise, I think. Actually, no, we'll use Kurakomo. Kurakomo for both of you two.
내
드디어 내 차례냐?
And then we use Pequod just to bridge the two.
어떤 조직 놈들인지 면면 좀 받을까? 위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는 합당한 이유가 있겠지. 기대하고 있겠습니다, 단테.
무대배들.
이미
직접 싸워보질 않아서 그게 효과적일 것이라고 생각했나? 관리자의 전투 교육도 위에 제시해야 할
Let's
수
go,
있겠어.
69 Rover.
나라도 그렇게 했을 테지. 이만하면 훌륭하군요.
Good job, Heathcliff.
자, 동료들이여, 자세를 갖추고 저들을 맞이하세. 우리를 가로막는 저 시련을 해치우고 끝나지 않는 모험을 향하여.
갑니다.
Just get more poison bleed on him.
칠. 40. 야. 먹칠.
Good job, Heathcliff.
그대들
Just not
기억하고 있지
expecting
않은가?
double crit on you first,
이발사의
but good
깜짝
job.
어트랙션을 눈을 동그랗게 뜨고 집중하면 저런 기교는 그다지 어려울 것도 없지 않겠는가?
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데.
Good jump, Sinclair. I honestly was not expecting you to get that win. Taking decent damage progress, I think. Yeah, almost got him at like 50%. This part's just annoying because he gains the protection too. And there's just no way to stop it.
직원들이 우세한 환경에 있습니다. 관리자님이 제 말을 집중해서 듣고 있었다는 결과겠죠. 이런
Especially
과정들을
doesn't help
통틀어
when you get
신뢰라고
only
부른다고
one
하더군요.
pride move.
긍정적인 변화네요.
So all these are just gonna do basically 1 to 2 damage. Yep.
이렇게
First
하신
you
이유가
crit,
있을
and
수도
also have
있지만
the thing.
당장에 납득이 가지는 않네요.
목이 비었잖아.
어이? 그건 저들이 거리낄 것 같지 않네만. 아하! 한 수 접어주신 겐가?
I'm trying to strike them delicately with good moves, but I am just not getting that lottery win. Just gotta suffer through this until Arknights. There goes basically a third of
위에서
your health
당신을
bar.
관리자로 정한 데에는 합당한 이유가 있겠지. 기대하고 있겠습니다. 한테.
Sounds like the trash truck is coming as well, because it's trash day over here. Real question is... Actually, no, not even a real question. It only does recyclables for us first. So you're gonna have to sit through one coming of it, and then I'll have to get up and
목이 비었잖아.
get the trash. Dang it, Rojo. Now you're staggered. Let's just end this already.
직원들이 우세한 환경에 있습니다.
Send them all through one of
관리자님이
them.
제 말을 집중해서 듣고 있었다는 결과겠죠.
뭐 쳐주게!
이런 과정들을 통틀어 신뢰라고 부른다고 하더군요. 긍정적인 변화네요.
방금은 실수였던 거죠?
아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것.
전술적으로 불리한 판단일 텐데.
이 정도로 나왔고.
뭐
And done with
항상
this.
정답일 수는 없잖아.
Now we can get onto the real
완벽한
meat and
요리라면
potatoes.
다르니까.
Also, once I click all the buttons.
아직 모자라.
Alright, now we can get on with it. The Inquisitor. There's something going on in the village. Oh, great. Quick count told me there were approximately 20 people assembled at the village square. Considering its population, that was pretty much the entire of it. She's so pretty, and also the kind that looks like Mayor's. Was about the same height as Don Quixote. The sword and the lamp hanging from her waist sits in stark contrast with the more run-down, ramshackle village. She almost looks like a fixer from the city. I love the blend of pink in there. Fabulous. Grand. disappeared from the Inquisition mid-interrogation under charges of suspicion of membership within the Church of the Deep. Last known location, Salt Flat. The other Inquisitors have informed me that you have been identified next to pirates and its fringes. From criminal to an outlaw, what a dramatic evolution of your career. Aww. Are they? They've disregarded the Inquisition's authority, evaded the gaze of Iberia, and found the sodden coast to lurkin. Tell me I'm not supposed to find that suspicious. Of course. We're gonna have to bring you to a detention center before you can maybe return to your home. Even when he ran with the pirates, all he ever did was share fin beast to jerk gate villages, or carry Agarians between them. Even if you were telling the truth, Maris, I doubt the Inquisition will be lenient. Is she following the proper legal procedures? But Dr. Calcid told us the words of the Inquisitors were pretty much the law. Oh, great. So they have unlimited authority, basically. Cool. Yep, let's just leave. It seems quite cut and dry to me. If this is just standard procedure with no look, of course. We are in no place to involve ourselves. Our best hope is just to leave. Because she's working at it from, yeah. The N-Corp Inquisitors working within the law too when they came for the village. That was standard procedure too. And Otis is completely fine with that. I will try my best to figure out how to sail that ship. If I cannot, then I have faith in Ishikaran. Man, Maris, you really just know everything, don't you? Playing with ship like that. Which, fair enough, Honglu, but it's probably not going to do us much. We might be able to get Inquisition support. I doubt it. I agree with them both. First, let's see what the Inquisitor has to say. There's no way Rio should choose anything other than, hey, don't go assuming what she'll do. Because the other options are pointless. Inquisitors seen us, we're already yeah, they probably won't even let us leave. Yep. She's so pretty, what the heck? Why do you have to be super pretty and cute? And even the flame lantern is like pink and just so good. Are you from the Colombian Union? Not at all. Did it reasons, but they have nothing to do with the Union. Regardless of whether you're from Colombia or not, you're clearly not from Iberia, let alone this village. I think there's been a bit of a... Sure, there has been. We literally stayed like a night or two. It's incredible. I felt hope swelling within me as Amia began with confidence, unlike Sinclair. Alas, it was short-lived. Thanks to the Inquisitor's quick retort, I couldn't help but place my palm against my forehead at the exchange that followed. Oh, so now not only are we dealing with outsiders of dubious origin, we have illegal entry as well? I've been briefed, brazenly crossed the border, didn't you? I don't know how urgent that issue could be, but I doubt it's anything more significant than the situation at hand for Iberia and its Inquisition. The High Inquisitor is handling the Rhodes Island issue. Stay put and await the consequences while he and that chatty med doctor of yours talk it out. Do know that your treatment may depend on her negotiation skills. Incredible. He's a fugitive. However, it's inhumane treatment to arrest the rest of the villagers. Yeah, especially when you have no proof for them. But of course, yep, the Inquisition is able to set up the situation and the laws to basically allow them to do whatever. The Inquisition must investigate the rest of them as well to verify whether they have committed any acts of treason against our laws. Ain't it funny how you're blaming them for what is essentially a failure of your responsibilities? And now you roll up only to go, they shouldn't be alive, jeez. Honestly, respect to her for just cleanly saying it. People certainly shouldn't be able to survive in a place like this, not for this long. Although even then, that's an awful reason for that. Because just because they did survive here for so long, doesn't mean they shouldn't. If anything, it shows that, like, this place can be brought back from ruin. Aw. What do you mean that people shouldn't be able to survive in a place like this? I mean it literally. Even by some miracle that they actually do survive, they should at least be suffering from endless hunger, struggling to their wits at the inevitability of the calamity. But they look too healthy. Really? Exactly. Okay. I'm not some crazy person. Sure you aren't. I have more than enough probable cause to take them in for interrogation. It's just that I don't have the time or energy to explain every detail. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. Promise them a fair judgment, whichever that may be, after a proper investigation. I'm honestly surprised Don Quixote hasn't tried to step in on this. Given this is pretty unjust, even to her. At least it should be. I don't think you say anything like the Inquisitors of N-Corp either. We didn't have the full picture, and yeah, getting in the way is not going to help us at all. As the standoff showing no signs of ending. Mayors, you are just the MVP of this. Head pets for you. The profound silence. I didn't quite grasp its significance, but seemed to surprise the Inquisitor. Yay, Lord. This will be good for me because I didn't play all of Arknights. No idea what the enemies are, so I'll just go in with, you know, Unga Boonga.
고통
Good
없이
ideas.
지식을 얻지 못한다나 뭐라나.
Surely it'll just work out. It wasn't long before the Seaborns carried by the waves diminished Iberia's brilliant civilization to this. Is there any reason to call the profound silent? It doesn't seem the most appropriate moniker for a calamity. It's because the sea went dead silent before the waves came. The silence then claimed ships out at sea, then the cities of Iberia, and then the people. No one could say a word in face of the ineffable calamity. And the Church of the Deep is really capitalizing on the pandemonium that followed the profound silence. They pretend to be Aegir from the sea, delude the citizenry of Iberia, and are sowing chaos in her lands. So it's understandable why the Inquisitor would want to arrest us. Showing that seems to have been some kind of taboo thing. Interesting. Not the fear of the terrified, no, it's fear of someone who's suddenly confronted with something they must destroy. There's the High Inquisitor once told me that should I come across an Aegir who knows too much, there is a sliver of a chance that they may be of assistance to Iberia. But most are seduced by the allure of the sea, thus they are without little doubt our grand. So the moment they give you information that contradicts yours, shoot on sight, gotcha. Let's go, Don Quixote. Charge her down, yep. I, a fixer of justice, shan't abide by as thou prosecute them. Forsooth, 'tis a delayed battle, not avoided. This clash is inevitable. Calcit, let's go! And also we got Monster. Might be Monitor. Like a monitor lizard, maybe? Yeah, Calcit. So good to see you. And there's the Originium crystal I was talking about last stream. About how this is used to vaporize her by the god or whatever. Jeez. Shoot first, talk later, isn't it? The negotiations are over. From this moment onward, Rhodes Island is now operating within legal capacity on Iberian territory under the Inquisition's authorization. Jeez. The other walls may be weaker than the head standard for all counts as a building's exterior wall. To punch through so many is what a precise point it makes. No, I think this is the time to stand around and be impressed, Sinclair. My heart finds it difficult to be still. Aw, poor Yi-sung. So yeah, the firepower here is insane compared to our own. I apologize for the disappointment, but I am not on anyone's side. In other words, your particular denomination ally might not be entirely correct. However, if I must define my allegiance, let me inform you that the closest label would be that I am Inquisitor Irene's ally. As much as I would like to deny it, the Inquisitor's suspicions are true. While it can be said that the process by which she reached that conclusion was unfair, the conclusion itself is without a doubt correct. They are connected to the Church of... these are the... Jeez. Perhaps the village itself is a dilapidated church of their congregation? The fact that Anya's colleague has made the same argument as the Inquisitor brings the accused defense into question. An expected outcome, given that all of you may be from a place far beyond the dimensional door. As fortune should have it, there is no need for you to know it anyway. Truth is truth unchanging, without the acceptance from an errant group of outsiders. The village has already been identified by the Inquisition, and the Inquisition has even brought an ally. It seems quite unlikely that words will resolve it. Oh, jeez. Alright, who are we fighting then? The Inquisition or the villagers? Alright, looks like we're fighting the villagers. Become our bloodkin. Great. Man, they really are just stabbing left and... Dang it, Marcel. Began shooting the sinners with weapons they had concealed in their clothes. And it seems that they were coming from me as well. Oh, great. Almia materialized a black ribbon-like apparition, parrying away the dagger flying jeans. But another villager rushed in, taking advantage of the opening. Oh, jeez. Scotty, welcome back. The fishy smell was what I went to investigate earlier. At least with the silver lining that the Inquisitor and Calcit's quick understanding of the situation and the subsequent retaliation led the villagers away from the sinners. Aw, it's okay, Rancho. Why would we hold any animosity against you? Why would we intend to kill you? We're not trying to hurt you, we're simply trying to give you a form better... You're literally just Cromer's group of ascending humanity. What's truly unforgivable is that the heretics tried to take advantage of the ignorance of outsiders to flee the Inquisition. And even if you are outsiders, any lives lost on Iberian soil are my responsibility. Aww. We're still alive, you know. Your friends are either going to die or turn... Okay, the seaborne part is definitely a problem. And the survivors become overrun by their cells, becoming nothing more than another sea... Yep, that's bad. Still, I think. My only concern was that I didn't know what would happen if I tried to bring them back after they're fully transformed. I feel like that just wouldn't work. Because the politification stuff was kept at bay. It didn't really fully happen, as far as I recall. And the worst was Ishmael, who Heathcliff uncocooned. But if they have the full transformation, I feel like that's just something we can't do. Sorry to bother. Can you kill my friends, Amiya? Preferably in the least painful way, you know? What a strange request. Don't give up already. It's okay, Amiya. If we kill them, we can just bring them back to life. It's kind of tingly. That's not good, Honglu. I'm gonna kill all their friends. Alright, Scotty, glad to have you on board. Jeez. This pain is multifold worse than the sensation of a straightforward grand. Resurrection, metempsychosis, or time reversal. Puzzling. I have no knowledge with which to interpret this technology. The cost seems to be that the pain is transferred to the one who rewinds. But that seems too small a price for such great... I mean, kind of. It depends how they die. All my limbs were trembling from the icy solitude. Still, I took a moment to collect myself and order the sinners. Oh, jeez. Also, Rojan, why do you look so cool? Even you, Don Quixote. I think there's this cool white mountain in the back, dang. Let's go. Time to kill all these villagers that we just became friends with. It's murder time.
오케이, 작전 지역 진입 확인했어.
네, 입감 양호합니다.
These guards, do they do anything? 50 shield if it has any remaining, gain 2 attack power. That should be fine if I just leave it alone. I'll just ignore it and it won't be a problem. Although I do need... Okay, let's Heathcliff can clash them then.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
Let's go.
쉬시게.
Light him up, B-Song. That's one staggered.
첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말
Come on, Roger.
강해지셨네요.
Please. Thank you.
매일 보아왔는데도 지금은 감회가 새로워요. 그 삶의 마침표를!
공격 능력 평가? 양호.
어우, 제대로
Let's go.
꽂혔는데.
Ishmael.
부숴주마!
Are they just like
Ah.
weak to...
여기선 이런
Almost
공격이 잘
everything?
먹히는군요.
Because it looked like Pierce was effective. Yeah, Pierce is effective and Bludgeon's effective. I wonder if it's just...
후, 내가 있는 곳까지 흔들리는데.
Yeah, no, they just have no
네,
weaknesses, but they also
완벽한
have some
돌입이었어요.
neutral. If only you had more on you. Heathcliff, you got that one. Oh no, Rhodes is the one that has to do with it. I hate that you're just passively gaining sanity. Like, what the heck? Heal 3 for every surviving ally, jeez. And then you gain 2 haste for not taking damage. So that'll be fun. I think I have to just have Roja eat an
내
attack,
앞을 막을
unfortunately.
자는 없어!
Let's go, Yisung. It's only one hit, but it's fine. Dang it, Don Quixote. And you got yourself paralyzed. Why did you not clash? Is that move just like can't be clashed by anything else? Like what the heck? Because I'm pretty sure I selected that one. No, because I put Sinclair on it. Why did I put Sinclair on it?
적중에 정신 못 차리는
That is
녀석이네.
unfortunate. Also, I did see that
처리해볼까요?
cool Eldritch
인도적인
attack.
조치는 필요 없을 거예요.
You're at 6.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
Don Quixote is just having a rough time right now.
잠든 그대를 기릴 테니.
Let's go. Good job, Honolulu. Need Heathcliff, please. I know you're going up against 45 Sanity Man over there, but please. Please, Ishmael. Ugh. This just feels hopeless now. At least against that guy. Maybe if I just keep getting rid of his friends, it'll be fine.
이런.
You're basically
아무튼
done for, Don Quixote.
놀라운
There's
한방이네.
nothing else you can do for me.
아직 모자라.
Good job, Sinclair, getting another stagger
사냥이
off.
성공적이었네요. 이 흐름대로 사냥을 끝내러 가보죠.
Send you on that one. You can't clash anything. Cool. And then you're trying to do that one. Ishmael, good luck. Thank you, Yisung. Knew I should have put another attack on that. Alright, let's go. We got rid of that shield, I think at least. I went back up to 51 for no reason. Unless that was Roja's. It was probably Roja's because she discarded the skin.
문 어디요?
Good job,
치명적인
Honolulu, for
한방이었어.
basically being my backup. Ishmael is just dead.
맞아. 여기까지 다 울리지 않았어?
This is a very
내가
annoying
있는 곳까지
fight. We only have
흔들리던데.
네,
3 guys
완벽한
left.
돌입이었어요.
Sinclair's SP is shot. And let's go into... Alright, Roger, you're just gonna have to tank
내
it.
앞을 막을 자는 없어.
Which you're DSC, so that's what you do. Good job, Sinclair. Slowly dragging this fight to a winnable position. You're done for. These tentacles are so creepy. Also reminds me of Caster Gilles de Rice from Fate Grand Order, because he also summons a lot of Eldritch tentacle guys. So close, Roja.
또 3번 수감자가 헛짓이라도 했나 보군.
I need to hit the auto win button. also throw in a pursuance for heal.
거기구나.
This cultist doing so much
아직
health.
모자라.
And this guy just has an 100 shield, so that's fun.
내가 찾은 나만의 항해 방식.
단테님은 매번 기발한 발상을 떠올리시네요.
Stupid guard.
기록에 따라 당신을 반드시 집행하겠습니다.
Please at least get rid of the other shield.
개체의 유효한 속성을 정확하게 간파했습니다. 제
And that's one more
예상만큼
down.
관리자님의 능력이 우수하다는 것이 증명되는 것 같아
Alright, we're so
다행이군요.
close.
거기구나.
I probably could have been fine actually moving an attack off of him. Although at this rate, Hung might be able to do the stagger. Yep, let's go. And there's the truck.
저들의 약점이 뻔히 보이는 게로군.
So we need to get up in a quick little second.
본인에게는 그 친구만큼의 말솜씨는 없지만 그대들의 수심을 최대한 위로해 보겠네. 왜 더욱 인상을 찌푸리는 건가?
깡총!
Alright, good job, Hung Liu. And then this guy should be done for, hopefully. Goodbye, Fabius.
급소가 전부 꿰뚫린
직원들이 우세한 환경에 있습니다.
사격장 한시간.
관리자님이 제 말을
I can
집중해서 듣고 있었다는
Literally
기억입니다.
smell the trash in the air.
이런 과정들을 통틀어 신뢰라고 부른다고 하더군요. 긍정적인 변화네요.
Are they seeking? Oh, great. Whole village is in on it. It ain't a surprise that they'd send someone to spy on us. Or they know a way to get the ship floating even if it's in a broken state. Ship is moored at a port. Irene, who is preoccupied with battling the rest of the followers of the Church of Deep who were in hiding, quickly gave chase. But Fabius and the villagers were already aboard the repaired ship, slowly departing the harbor with a horde of sea terrors. Oh, great. It must have been constructed during the Golden Age of Iberia. Come on, Honglu. Also that. The vessel Masa soon disappeared into the mist, and the village was left empty with a nary a sign of people ever having been there, as though this getaway had all been premeditated, except for Mayors. Poor Mayors. I will be back though. I'm just gonna check on the trash cans that should have been emptied.
아,
So I'll be back.
오늘은 제 사비로 손해를 메울 필요가 없네요.
I am back now. Apparently the trash can, or the trash truck came for our cans first, which it normally never does. So fun. It's a research vessel. It can't possibly be very fast. Even if it's a research, it was constructed during the Golden Age of Iberia. No average ship can keep up with it. Which is a problem, because I doubt we have any ship that can travel at the same speed. We only have a few small vessels left, which we all anchor too far. We can find ourselves a ship to go after them, but most eyes of Iberia, the lighthouses, were lost during the profound silence. One in Grand Faro. Aw. Of course you know of another one. Once we saw the Mayor's was left all on her own, we decided to have her accompany us at all times. We couldn't possibly blame her for what happened, given Scotty's confirmation that she doesn't have anything to do with the sea monsters. Besides, they don't left her behind. Of course, Irene still says, I mean, she is staying here, and yeah, she knows so much. Daddy says we should approach it differently and ask her what we don't know, like the location of the lighthouse. I won't tell you, but you have access to things that even us Inquisitors don't know. At least not right now. Faro Muerto, Dead Lighthouse, that's our village name. Somewhere a little ways off from the coastline, there's an intact Eye of Iberia that was almost destroyed when profound silence swept through. Should be able to procure enough wooden material from the village to build a raft and then get to the Eye. Yet such sentiment is hollow to the rest of us. Inquisitor Irene, what did you feel when you saw the Rhodes Island operator? Talking about the Goddess, nothing in particular, other than slight annoyance when she accused me of being inhumane. So you didn't harbor any hostility nor disgust. Not that you would have felt any sense of sympathy or empathy either. She's conveying that in regards to mayors, our opinions are more objective than Irene's. Finding the vessel Fabius commandeered will be a benefit to all. Limbus Company will gain an opportunity to return to the city via— oh, so you do know the city. Rhodes Island will have a chance to study it at a closer proximity, and the Inquisition will gain possession of the vessel in which the technology from the Iberian Golden Age is contained. So, yeah, it literally benefits all of us, Irene. So, come on and help us. I already have a state-of-the-art masterpiece known as Mephistopheles. So true. Yep. Lucky's right. Imagine if we were back in the city, it would have taken them like 3-4 free distortion hunts for us to come to this agreement. I heard that the light faded from the lighthouse a long time ago, but the shape still stands, at least it was, when I saw it a few months ago. We're gonna need an expert technician to get it back in. Well, we have Faust at least. Here we have an engineer and a researcher who are geniuses even among those in this city, so we should be able to manage most of the failures. Aw, come on, Calslet. It is imperative for the successful execution of the mission. Of course, that hinges on Ami and Scotty remaining behind. That's fine, at least. Yes, there is a high likelihood the structures are— that's expected. I've encountered them a few times when we approached it too closely. Normally this is hardly enough personnel to attempt a raid on the lighthouse, but are there any limitations to their revival? And yep, no restrictions so long as Dante lives. And also that the damage isn't too painful. I hope that means Irene becomes like gets her own sprite and skills. Righto. Just like how proactive and quick she is to jump to action, certainly lives up to the image of an employee working for a large corporation. Thanks to Scotty, who had already finished the first step of the plan, we were able to move on to step 2 immediately. Let's go! Thanks, Scotty! There's Scowy. I forget how it's supposed to be pronounced, if it's less like a D and more of an O. Anyways, fight time. No need to change anything.
나설 만한 곳이어야 할 겁니다.
That lighthouse looks so cool. Torches that are once monumental and sensitive and are apparent on the exterior construction of the lighthouse. Some even call these lighthouses Guardians of Iberia, or retains the grandeur of the era as it was built during its golden age. Now these lighthouses are nothing but graveyards of countless inquisitors and soldiers of the penal battalion. No one who's attempted to retrieve a lighthouse has ever survived the expedition. Well, that's because they all can only live once. You ever quit chirping? What are you, a foul beast? Stop yapping in my ear. Why is this one such a coward unlike the rest of you? It's because he's like the youngest. Its exterior is heavily damaged, however, from what is visible outside, its interior is still quite intact. So it shouldn't take very long, thanks to Faust and her 3000 super laggy ping with the Gazelle shaft. Of course, my work remains unmarred even in such uncertainties. That just makes me think that you don't have access to the Gazelle shaft. Aw, bye, Scotty. Sea terrors will swarm the islet if I go with you anyway, so this has nothing to do with you. So what she's trying to say is that she's worried about you not having enough people to take on the lighthouse when she can handle this area alone, which is why she's staying behind. Bye, Scotty. Problem was that the gates were bound shut by strange blue tissues. Under the L-Corp branch back at U-Corp. Oh yeah, that's right, the palletification. The door is firmly secured in place. Oh grand, regenerating tissue over it. It reacts to the lamp, but it's grown too much to be affected by it in any meaningful capacity. Maybe there's an identity card or ego I could use to get through this. Just as I was pondering a familiar question, a faint black glow came into view, then devoured my sight. It's no intuition or inspiration, it's different from those sudden flashes of realization. And it's not the star of that day that I think of from time to time, it's not the horrible door that I see every time I turn the clock. The formless and black space in which I am not permitted to see. A faint noise, a whisper cuts through it. And through that opening, light. Awful imagery crashes onto me like the waves. Scotty, the staggering dancer wielding... Alright, so this is how Ishmael gets the ego, gotcha? Beyond the fringes of cognition, Scotty's existence has become engraved. The sinner who can wrestle and control this oceanic tidal power is, of course, our main sailor, Ishmael. Hey, I've never used this ego before, Ishmael, but let's just try it. She lets out a carefree laughter before stepping forward, boldly twirling her mace once. What's the worst that can happen? Get corroded? Plop, 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 get corroded.
한눈 팔지 마세요. 내 말은 당신에게 파도는 반드시 밀려올 테니.
I'm so happy that they're putting ego animations into cutscenes now. What, the part where I suddenly changed into a different outfit and equipped a different personality? Yeah, that. That is most fascinating. An ego could be drawn here in lieu of the mirror. I think I connected to Amiya's subconscious mind. There was this strange, unfamiliar light, and I saw Amiya's emotions attached to her memories and experiences. So, you know, I just reached out to them. Thanks for being here, Amiya, and for understanding us. So that's called Ego. She's still so excited about all this. Limbus Company's ego is quite distinguished from the other kind of ego, which are bloomed from within oneself. Aww. I agree with that fool this time. The Inquisitor used an artillery projectile that penetrates the outer wall, several of them, and the head did not pursue her following that breach of taboo. This is clearly not the city. Ain't it better to let her talk her heart out than to hear her moan and whine about not being able to say anything? Let's go! We convinced Faust to let Don Quixote spill everything. Yeah, that makes sense. So it's fighting time. Oh, that's such a cool use of the ego for this as well.
이만하면 순항이죠. 바람도 딱 좋네.
What the heck is this? The Hand of the Saint? It's... What do you mean it's off? Oh my gosh, there's so many words to this. Okay, but so it changes from Sea Terrors to the Sinners, gotcha. Greatly increase of the nervous impairment stack. On top of the Nether Sea brand. And it takes fixed damage equal to 5% HP and 3 nervous impairment. Interesting. Removes all the brand from the battle when we trigger it, though. Takes damage only from skills mainly targeting this unit. It takes, so we can't AoE damage you, got it. And then when it becomes inactive, it just is sent back to this. Cool. And then we'll just double up on one of them. Honglu's gonna need this though, so Ishmael's just gonna have to wait for your turn to get sanity.
아, 이런. 아무튼 놀라운 한방이에요.
그 삶의 마침표를.
공격 능력 평가? 양호.
어우, 제대로 꽂혔는데.
Good job, Heathcliff.
첫 여정을
And then of
시작했을
course
때보다
this can't
정말
beat you at all. So you just auto-win Don Quixote.
지금은 감회가 새로워요.
You should be able to stagger this though.
적에게
Almost goes to
치명성을
a kill
입혔군요.
as well. Good job,
관리자님은
Sinclair.
당신이 생각하는
Good
것보다
job, Rojo.
대단한
And then
능력을 갖추고 있다고. 제가 말씀드렸죠.
finished off by Ishmael. Heck
저는
yeah.
언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
Gonna sacrifice you to it, Yisong.
직접 알게 함이라.
We can get rid of some of these shell runners. This should at least be a stagger.
아직 모자라.
This I could see as Heathcliff killing. Yep.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
Nice attack animation though. Also, I completely missed these Nether Sea Founders. What the heck?
지금이 기회인 것 같소.
They are interesting little guys. Like they're
또
kind of like
3번
ants, but
수감자가
also birds practically.
헛짓이라도 했나 보군.
You're at 2 Sandy, so you should be able to deal with
타겟
that guy.
포착 1시 방향.
Let's go, Yisong.
쉬시게.
Damaging this guy is definitely difficult. But it's not like it can do much to you back. That's finally gone.
원더풀한 선택이었어, 나리!
Dang it, Sinclair, you have 24 Sandy. Come on. Good job, Hung Lu. This should at least be a stagger. Nope, it's a kill.
그래,
Good
그렇게
job.
시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군.
So close to that stagger on it.
마르게 하는
적절하지
편이
못했습니다.
덜
대체의 정보까지 일일이 읽어드리는 기능을
Let's
바라시는지는
go,
위점을
Ishmael.
전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요, 단테. 적합한 조치였습니다.
Then we can just keep working these other guys down.
그대 또한 잠들게.
Stagger. Sinclair, please. At least Hong will make up for it. I also forgot I need to work on the Wheel of Redeems, which I don't have the channel points to do, but I can at least make the Redeems part and just try to incorporate them, like how I want to make the new background. Because I really should be doing more, I think. After taking damage, this unit has begun to use its attack skills. What the heck?
왜 더욱 인상을 찌푸리는 겐가?
Inflict 3 nervous impairment to all enemies. Gain speed. Gain offense for every 10% missing. And turn in while combat ready state takes fixed damage. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Looks like it might be ego time. We'll just do Rhyme Shank for it.
깡총!
And then this one should die. Yep.
급소가 전부 꿰뚫렸네.
Good job, Hung Lu. Good job, Ishmael.
뭐라지? 정신 못 차릴
This
거야.
Rhyme Shank might go crazy unless this big guy just like steals the entire attack weight. Or Roja just loses completely. What the heck? Alright, not getting those ego resources back. Thanks, Roja.
위대한 일격을 기록하는 중이라네. 이따가 버스에서 회고해야 하지 않겠는가?
Oh, now the device is on. So I'll send Sinclair at it. That's just targeting not Sinclair, targeting Yisong. Good to know.
쉬시게.
So close.
나리의 속 깊은 뜻을 본인이 해야
Alright, I guess he pushed it to their side. Was a really cool animation for it, I will admit. It actually like skied across the
여기서
water.
이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
치명적인 한 방이었어.
거의 진압되겠는걸요?
Good job, Don
맞아.
Quixote.
여기까지 다 울리지 않았어?
So now that's off. We're just gonna deal with the rest of these guys, right? Only 9 more.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
급소가 전부 꿰뚫렸네.
We'll be getting up to get the final can.
얼얼하지? 정신력 사슬 완료 효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로
I'm very sorry about all the noise.
쉽게
If
하지
it's
않아요.
being heard at all. It's like, realistically, it should be.
내가 있는 곳까지 흔들리던데.
네,
Alright, these are the
완벽한
final 6 enemies. I
돌입이었어요.
have 2 turns left.
거기구나. 급소가 전부 꿰뚫렸네.
파쇄 완료. 자. 효과적이네요. 이 방식을 기억하는 게 좋겠어요. 맞는 거야. 개체에게 일격을 가하는데 성공했습니다. 샴페인을 가져오기엔 너무 이른 타이밍이긴 하겠지만 이 전투가 성공적으로 끝나면 모두의 희생을 기리며 축배를 드는 것도 나쁘지 않겠죠.
I have returned. And we got 1 guy left, so this is over.
거기구나.
다음 목표로.
I still really like that wipe.
의뢰비랑 보호수당에서 사용한 탄환값을
Good job,
빼면
Hong Lu, for making the damage.
아, 오늘은
Let's
제
do this
사비로
again.
손해를 메울 필요가 없네요.
직접 손봐주지.
Let's run it back.
이만하면 순항이죠. 바람도 딱 좋네.
I probably could also switch over to my bleed team for this and be completely fine. I'll double up against the little bird heads.
이미
So close, Sinclair.
그렇게 시원하게
So
처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군.
I can hopefully get the stagger on this guy. Thank you, Rojo.
덜
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다
움직임의
대단한 능력을
어설파야.
갖추고 있다고 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나
편히
옳은
쉬시게.
말만 한답니다.
And this is gonna be a kill. Good job, Yisung.
다들 첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요. 매일 보아하는데도
Let's go Don Quixote. Also, that's a new enemy. It's like a hermit crab kind of guy.
후, 내가 있는 곳까지 흔들리던데.
네, 완벽한 돌입이었어요.
Have you double up there, and then these three should be dead. I'll just leave the big guy on his counters. Good job,
치명적인
Keeper.
한 방이었어.
거의 진압되겠는걸요?
맞아.
Let's go.
여기까지 다 울리지
Never
않았어.
played this game before. What it's about, though. Hello, it's Rachel. Limbus Company is a Korean gacha game that is a turn-based combat about 12 characters following the lead of one and basically fighting people, like fighting the deep depths in people's emotions and their hearts. And sometimes, if a person gets too, like, depressed or too into their emotional state, they become emotionally unstable and evolve into a giant monster that needs to be destroyed. It is a very complicated setting. It's not complicated. It's complicated for me to explain because it's just so bizarre. But it's really fun. I highly recommend it. And all the characters are based on, like, literary characters, except for in the case of this guy here, Yisung. He is based on a Korean author. But we have Hong Lu from Dream of the Red Chamber, Ishmael from Moby Dick, we have Heathcliff from Wuthering Heights, Don Quixote from Don Quixote, Roja from Crime and Punishment, aka Rojan, and then we have Sinclair, who is the main character of a book called Demian. And yeah, it is a very weird game, and right now it's doing a collab with an even weirder game that is Arknights. Not sure if you've played that one before.
나아가주게.
But all the characters are great. Yisung, how could you betray me like this? I was trying to think of how else I can describe the game.
다음 목표로.
I'm gonna save my brain power and just focus on cheering on my team.
타겟 무력화 확인.
공적을 인사과에 보고해두겠습니다.
Gotta get through all these annoying enemies still. You're at 7. I can probably expend you.
오자 터뜨려주지.
Good job, Yisung.
테니.
Oh, also, I do need to make mention, although it is a gacha game, the way it does its gacha is, or the way it does all of its like gambling and stuff is very different. Instead of rolling for new characters, you are rolling for different versions of a character.
조금이라도 머리통을 굴리게
And they all have their own little play style. Sometimes they are like designed to be together, sometimes they just work together through circumstance.
수감자.
It's really cool.
또 3번 수감자가 헛짓이라도 했나 보군.
Need to find go into clashing for these ones. What is your chart? 17? Okay, you're going into the big one. There's if I trade you two. It still works. Good job, Sinclair. We got the stagger, heck yeah. This should be a kill, hopefully, Ishmael.
아무튼 놀라운 한 방이네요.
Dang it, so close. Alright, we got good damage on it at least.
이 방식을 기억하는 게 좋겠어요.
Stagger. And then this should be a stagger as well, hopefully, Hungry. Let's go.
본인에게는 그 신부만큼의 말솜씨는 없지만 그대들의 수심을 최대한 위로해 보겠네.
I'm gonna have to throw an ego at you, so might as well do the biggest one I can.
인상을 찌푸리는 겐가?
And try and wipe this board clean. This is targeting everyone, so it should kill, but just in case, I'll throw damage elsewhere.
거기구나.
This will kill, because it only has 5 health.
잠든 그대를 기릴 테니. 급소가 전부 꿰뚫렸네.
Good job, Sinclair. And then this is gonna be victory. Might not be a kill per se, but it'll at least get rid of a whole bunch of other ones.
조명이 전멸하는 저곳으로 파도가 모든 것을 쳐부술 거다.
Okay, I just killed everything else. Cool.
융단 폭격 같았어.
At the cost of being staggered, but that's fine.
공격 능력 평가 관불.
그놈한텐 다른 공격 방법을 연구해야 할 것 같은데.
What is that? That's not 9, that's 8 more to get rid of in 3 turns. That's gonna be difficult. I might need to expend more egos if I want to EX clear this thing.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
편히 쉬시게.
Good job, Isong.
아, 여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
Almost got it, Hongli. Nice. And this not gonna be a stagger, dang. Not enough. This is a kill at least.
전부 꿰뚫렸네.
So we can at least clear some of the board and bring in the other enemies. And then this is gonna deal no damage to the hand of the Saint because of how it works.
당신을 반드시
Go
집행하겠습니다.
away, horror account.
공격 능력 평가 양호.
제대로 꽂혔는데.
Alright, so we now have all enemies on board and 2 turns to deal with it. Sinners on top of Nether Sea Brand take damage. It increases. So I do need to send this thing away, unfortunately. Send him her. Gotta start dealing with these other guys.
타겟 포착 1시간.
You're out of ammo. Heathcliff is not looking too great, because if he gets too much of that stacking on him, he'll just lose his turn, if I recall.
얼얼하지?
Good job, Ishmael.
정신 못 차릴 거야.
Gotta send damage into this guy. This is gonna be cutting it close, I think. Especially when this doesn't
말을 아끼지
do
마.
the Nether Sea brand. Dang it. Your attack 5. Do I have anyone else that has an AoE? No, it's only up to you, Sinclair. Gotcha. It is targeting everything else. Just in case, I'll send an attack onto it.
나아가 주게.
Alright, Sinclair.
더는 하늘에 오르지 못한다 해도 당신의 품격 끝없이.
This is definitely at least going to get rid of the staggered boys. Flip it. We got the flip.
훌륭한 제압 성과를 낸 직원이 있군요. 효율적인 결과를 위해서 이쯤에서 관리자님이 칭찬의 말을 건네줘도 좋을 것
그대
같네요.
또한 참
There's stagger on him.
물론 진심까지 담길 필요는
Stagger on
없습니다.
that one too. I'm not EX clearing this one, dang. So we're at turn 10. I need so much damage on these guys.
네, 완벽한
And I just
독립이었어요.
don't have it. Like, this is the only one that can AoE them. Fletch Sloth Fragility. That's actually gonna be really good.
오자 터뜨려주지.
Just send as many egos into this thing as we can.
복을 구하고 싶다면
And
정성을
pray.
들여 빌어보시오.
We
기록에
have the
따라
flip, which should kill the other
당신을
one.
반드시 집행하겠습니다.
급소가
Okay,
전복에 뚫려.
now the real question is, did I EX clear this? That's the only thing I'm worried about. Because I want to get my rewards.
아직 모자.
We got it. More
여러분들
lunacy. The fabled knight.
뒷걸음질을 하시는 건가요?
I think now I'm going to switch over to bleed team. We got Fruit Attack, your name Mercala, Wishing Cairn. You're Bleed, but you're also like Bleed Tremor. So I think I'm just gonna bring you out.
망치를 쥐고
You can probably stay as this one. You, I don't think, have a real. You have Quad Captain. That's not really a good bleed one. Your Rupture Burn. You see, you don't have bleed. No, you do not. Dang. So it might be worth it just to keep you on that one. Keep you on sync. Who is my bleed team then? Unless my bleed team actually is move, it might actually be keep not Kurokoma, but these two Kurokoma.
지위를 받는
I
건
suppose I'll just
오랜만이네요.
put up with it then. The real question is, who do I put as my priorities?
책임은
Definitely you
모두
two. It's probably
해.
actually full stop into
자,
this group.
관리인가 아니면 애도 일인가요?
And then we need to sneak for extra greens.
다들
화점에 두지.
다들
그래서
언제나 준비되어 있다.
피를 머금을 시간이네.
Hopefully this will be a good enough team. Also story. There are more sea terrors than we expected near the lighthouse, but thanks to Irene's lamp, the light of which paralyzed their nervous systems, paired with the rather narrow passageways, we were able to handle them without much trouble. That's such a cool device, though. And also I like this massive broken glass as well. Just so cool. Fortunately, the inside is barely damaged. Almost. You best prepare to leave. Oh, jeez. A tremor shakes the building with a loud boom. Debris begins to fall from the ceiling. The lighthouse's precarious floor suddenly collapses. What do you mean something rammed against it? Don't tell me they rammed the boat into it. What the heck is that thing? I saw the shadow of a dark figure through the ruptured outer wall of the lighthouse, charging ferociously at the It's like a dragon. Looked a lot like one of those knights of the city's western region Don Quixote would talk at length about. Then we have to stop whatever's out there. But good luck, Faust. The fables and legends say that he is the last knight, and if those stories have any grain of truth in them, you're gonna need all hands on deck to even have a chance at stalling it. Better prepare for a few days of interrogations once I bring you to the Inquisition. All hands on deck. Leave the... Alright, Mayors, you've got this. Oh, it's such a cool design. Oh, he just looks so cool. What the heck? So unfair, Arknights. One day, wheat grains he planted did not sprout. One day, he stopped feeling the scent of life between his breaths. Thus he rides against the currents, hunting after waves. He seeks the waves, reproaches them, and eventually brings about their destruction. Faint memories, having blinked through Amia's fathoms, flash briefly before my eyes, and the seaborn knight wields his great lance against the surfaced sea terrors. He shudders as though with repulsiveness, but he does not stop. You obstruct progress and cover the land. That is impermissible. This is the land. The knight and the sea terrors don't necessarily seem to be on the same side. Perhaps diplomacy may be a viable solution here. The knight is just an enemy, nothing more. Or overcome the bellowing roar and try to talk to him. Let's try and talk. Gloom Pride advantage, you say? Alright, so no bonuses between them. Alright, Honglu, I believe in you. Alright, I believe in you, Honglu, let's go. We are not the sea, we are not its waves. The knight's great lance falters with doubt. Waves are the only things that hold any meaning for him. 3 defense level down, nice!
이런 것도 어렵지 않답니다.
We just started the fight, Amia. What do you mean it's not looking too good? This is the first round about to occur. Like, he only just gained a debuff. Clashable Guard Grand. Takes off Rojan, but I think it's fine for Sinclair.
엎드리도록.
Oh great, Pierce isn't effective. So now my entire strategy is moot. Also, bludgeoning isn't effective. Cool, cool, cool. Good job, Yisong. Doing basically no damage. But also, him dealing no damage is helpful.
Limbus Company の皆さんとご一緒できて
Aw, thank you, Amia. Okay, so everyone has cold, unfortunately. Is that just a passive you have? All resistance is changed to normal. Interesting. Good to know. Good to know. Which, it's just normal. Cool, cool, cool. For every 2 enemies, every target has cold, gain 1 attack weight. That's not good. Final power for every cold on them. Oh, because you're a red coin, you just get to apply cold no matter what. Got it. And already your numbers are looking kind of insane. Cool, cool, cool.
대가리
Hopefully this will be fine. Hopefully Reed will carry me through this. Also, he's already at negative 45 sanity, so that's good. Meaning there is a fighting chance for this, even if he keeps just stacking cold. Like this. I forgot you gain the attack weight.
이미 도달했다.
Alright, cool. Basically 0 damage.
リンバスカンパニーの皆さんとご一緒できて本当に嬉しいです。
And you have yet to reset the sanity, which is good. As long as we can keep offsetting that guard, we should be in a good position. Especially because we keep winning these fights. Even with him getting his unclashables. Honestly, it kind of feels like we're just bullying him at this point. Well, he does get to do this, I suppose. Also, someone gets staggered, which is... Okay, 2 people are staggered. I assume that's the cold that he's getting to do. The sinner's relentless assault upon the night begins to slow, though we don't have anything in common with the night. Cold, cold loneliness writes his bellow insidious under the faint light. Are we waves or rocks in his eyes? The sea wets our hems, giving us no time to answer the question. Someone has to stand their ground next to the petrified sinners or charge at them. Part of me says charge at him, even if it feels like it's not gonna work out. The Knight's lance charges, breaks through the gale like an unstoppable wave. Loneliness cannot be shared.
敵が来ます。皆さん、戦闘の準備を。
Cannot act for this turn. Good to know, good to know. What is this? Take 20 and then gain... Okay, so yeah, it's once they get 3 of that. But now his... Dang it, now I got his stuff reset. And ours got neutered. Gonna need to bust out egos for this. Surely they will just be fine.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
Good job, Isang. Good job, Honglu.
마침표를.
And then Heathcliff just has this in the bag, so to speak.
모두가 너를 잊어도 반드시 되찾을 거다.
And it's gonna do basically no damage. Cool.
나도 하니까 닥쳐라.
How many attacks is on those? Why are those coins so stacked?
対処お願いします。
That's just... That's annoying that they're just incredibly stacked attacks on them. What's that? You have 2 coins? Oh yeah, but the second coin does 5 attacks, basically. Yeah, that's cool. Granted, you can't do anything. You can clash this one. Which, I guess I can bring Heathcliff off of it.
가족을 위해.
Alright, deal your 25 SP damage.
이것도 받아보시게나.
Thankfully that neuters that damage by an incredible amount. And now Heathcliff is just frozen. We're so close to that stagger, come on.
움직임이 어설퍼요.
Good job,
リンバスカンパ
Honglu.
ニーの皆さん、この勢いに乗って
Unfortunately,
勝ちに行きましょう。
I have like next to no resources for this.
거기구나.
And 2 of my guys got frozen.
엎드리도록.
So this damage, unfortunately, just feels like nothing.
リン
무기를
バスカン
만드는
パニーの
것만큼
皆さん、
내가
この勢
어머니보다
いに
뛰어나.
乗って勝ちに行きま
And
しょう。
he reset his sanity again. Cool, cool, cool.
깡총.
Come on. If we can just keep beating these, it'll be good.
그 삶에 마침표를.
That's gonna do like 7 damage. Nope. That's right, it does more damage because one of them is frozen. Or I think 2 of them are frozen. Fun,
모든
fun,
걸
fun.
받아들일 순 없었어.
At least Rocha got hers. No damage. That's fine, I suppose. Good job, Don Quixote.
라샹.
Unfortunately, this is just next to no damage.
끝을 낼 시간이.
And now you're frozen, cool. And now you're gonna be frozen after this. You, on the other hand, won't get frozen. You'll just get 1
リンバス
cold.
カンパニーの皆さん、この勢いに乗って
I am
勝ち
trying
に
my
行きましょう。
heart out, Amiya. Heal 2 allies, good. Gotta make sure you're a positive move. Why are you, like, doing next to nothing?
생각난 거야?
Lose 1 speed, but that doesn't affect, like, your why is your numbers just so... Or your numbers just always this low? Oh, it's at 6 speed you gain your power. That is unfortunate. And then I don't have anyone to
나아가주게.
clash the guard. Good job, Sinclair. We can get some healing
나무와
going.
함께 베어 넘겨드리죠.
Now you get to be frozen. Fun. Thank you, Heathcliff. We got the coin flip. Good job.
모든 걸 거둬들일 순 없었어.
This fight is really testing me. And now she's frozen. Cool. You're at 2 cold at
味
least.
方が優勢です
It feels like everyone is at... There's at least gonna be 2 people frozen each turn. Because right now it's gonna be Heathcliff and Honglu. You do need to clash them, unfortunately, and so does this one. Do I have anyone else that can actually take these? They are plus coin moves, thankfully. So hopefully this will just work out.
엎드리도록.
We're almost there. He's almost at less than 100 health. Unfortunately, Marcel's gonna get staggered, I think, from this. I think his stagger bar is just too close. And there's the frozen ones. So now Heathcliff gets frozen, takes more damage. Blue gets frozen and takes more damage.
味方が優勢です
But we do win this. We can just force through one of them.
掴む時です
가족을 위해.
You stupid clashable guard. Screw off. Oh, grand, and Rojan killed herself. Come on, Yisong.
適した攻撃でなくとも最善の選択だったはずですタンテさんなんだかただならぬ
Alright, this
気配を
better be a
感じます
you're supposed to lose then. 'Cause what the heck is this? Sinclair, do you have any bleed on you? No, good. Oh, no one can even clash it. Also, it's unclashable. And it's unknown numbers. Cool. So yeah, this definitely feels like a this is death moment.
된다면 사활을 건다.
작은 나비의 날개라 해도 이곳을 벗어날 수.
The knight rides upon the violently whinnying steed, lance raised skyward. The knight races across the sea, splitting its waves. Stall him for just a second. Jeez. Irene directs her hand cannon towards the knight. Her aim and will undulates on the same frequency with the waves. We need but a moment to recover. Topple the waves. Go for his legs, not his lance. We have to observe the situation more. You say go for his legs, but like, what does stop the knight's charge mean? Is that stopping the lance, or is that that? I'll try this. Oh, you just auto-succeed, cool. The Inquisitor quickly capitalizes on this momentary opening. A blinding spark flies from her hand cannon, and the knight is thrown off his steed.
미호스럽군.
Slay the Ocean becomes clashable. I don't think that's gonna help me much, but alright. Aren't they gathered to defeat the knight? They must have gathered there, believing him to be one of them, till they came to a realization. So we have Don Quixote speaking first. Not sure who comes in next. My brain tells me Ishmael, that the knight is a traitor of the great will. The knight leaps off from the surface, but the sea rises violently in response to drag him back down. The waves crest high, gnawing upon the knight, crashing him back down to the water's surface. But he leaps once again, the cresting waves as his stepping stones. He belongs not to the sea. Oh my gosh. He stands tall against the great will, his head held high in eternal defiance. The unremittent knight rides across the watery mountains and charges. Please, Ishmael. Come on. Struggle deactivated, play 1 cooldown. And I'm supposed to fight him more? Are you kidding me, game? Are you kidding me right now? You've killed so many of them already, and you're just, yeah, just fight the second phase. 45 sanity, sure, you got this. After he is practically guaranteed to get a kill off. But whatever you say, I guess. Just gotta cope, I suppose. Where are you struggling? Because you have -1, that's why. This music is really cool, but like... this fight's so annoying right now.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
I've lost basically half my team and they're telling me to keep going through it. And then he has this move to do stuff with. And he still isn't taking any effective damage. I see it gazed next turn. Which is not the good gaze, I don't think.
이미
もっと効
도달했다.
果的な方法が
Dang it, Ishmael. Oh, he's back at 45 sanity. He's just gonna kill everyone. Oh, this is annoying. This is annoying. I hate this so much right now. Just screw off already. Like, yeah, it's really helpful that he can't do anything, really. But it's just so annoying. I hate this already.
타겟 포착 한시방.
Sandra Sancho to at least heal, maybe.
몸에 닿을 때까지 몇 번이고!
Maybe just switch angles then. And try a different comp for it, because Bleed has... It's done a decent job, but I didn't really build it properly. Thankfully, Gaze will at least beat some of that. And then you just lose, cool. Thankfully the evade worked. And then you're frozen.
敵が来ます皆さん戦闘の準備を
Just saw it off already. It's neutral, cool. You're the best bet I have against this, I think. No, we do this to get sanity back in. I just have to pray that Don Quixote can do it, and my prayer's been answered apparently.
별거 아닌 상처다.
Fortunately, she's frozen now.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
I hate this fight, I hate this fight, I hate this fight, I hate this fight. And it's not even the final fight. At least from what a friend told me. Good job, Heathcliff. Just wonderful job.
잘 싸우고 있어.
No spare. No, I've got one. I've got 2 spare units. Okay.
완벽한 거리군.
And even with this, I'm not even sure if we are gonna be a win in the battle, losing the cutscene kind of thing. That's what my brain is telling me is gonna happen. Oh good, and you're frozen. And Ishmael's staggered. Cool. So, yeah, the fight's over. So like, I'll do it to the end, I suppose. But like, it just doesn't really matter at all.
정화.
We got so close to... Today is just a day of getting so close on different bosses, because I've been playing Madoka Excedra again. I've been getting 4, but I am getting gate-kept by another boss. And then you're gonna do this, but then you're just gonna be frozen at the end of it, right?
여행엔 목적이 있었지.
Yep.
고작 터뜨려주지. 주인께서 명하셨습니다. 당신을 청소하라고.
And then yeah, you're just frozen, so you die because that second coin has 3 attacks onto it for some reason.
완벽한 거리군.
And you miss the evade, so now you get staggered, and this is death. So come on, other attacks, just finish the job. Alright, time to run this back, because, yep, we have to beat him. Cool. Guess I get to see the mission failed. Little thing, whatever.
의뢰는 여기서 중단. 모두 퇴각하세요. 품에
Yeah,
있는
there's still
그건
3
뭔가요?
other levels after this.
총은 다시 사면 된다니까요.
And he
도망칠
has
때
absolutely no
걸리적거리니까 빨리
weaknesses,
버리세요.
because everything is just normal. So, if that didn't work, we can try, I suppose, a rupture team, maybe? Bring out the Heishos at least. Get Lasso back in here. Fluid sac is definitely going to be helpful. Don't have a good rupture for you or you, I don't think. There's the Shun. You have your own Heisho, as does Ryoshu here. I could probably keep full team rep. And then let me just rebuild
명을
this.
받듭니다.
의로
이제야 부르나.
화족
지위를 받는
관리
자, 부선장이 필요한가? 직접 손봐주지.
Attempt number 2 against the knight. Wish there was a faster way to skip. So then, yeah, we're gonna do the overcome the bellowing roar. You just need one coin flip. You just needed one coin flip. Come.
사소한
リンバス
실수야.
カンパニーの皆さんと
다음에는
ご
꼭
一緒できて
성공할게.
本当に嬉しいです。
이번 죽은도 글러먹었네. 그래,
어머 부탁드려요.
Let's try this again. Just need one coin flip. Thank you, Ryoshu.
심심풀이는
敵
되는.
の調子が悪くなっているみたいです。
흑수묘 뜀박질 중.
I don't know how he got the clashable guard off. Oh, because I didn't check it, that's why. Alright, guess I'm gonna have to run it back after this then. I'll see how much this team can do at the very least. It doesn't look like much because of that. Yeah, no, he's 45 sanity, it's over. Let's try again. Because screw this fight.
손도 못 쓰고 당했다고? 이런 임무는 뱀 중에서도
If
내가
this
제일
doesn't
하지.
work, I'll switch over to a sinking comp. Good job again, Ryoshu.
심심풀이는
敵の
되는.
調子が悪くなっているみたいです。
So someone's gonna have to check that guard. Question is who?
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리
And now we just need to win the coin flips, but now that's impossible because you got it once. Never mind, but it's still gonna be difficult. Good job though, dragging this to a winnable position. Cold one. Good job, Ishmael. Good job, Don.
정의 이름으로 이용.
Let's go, Otis.
숨통 끊기.
Gotta take victories wherever I can get them. Thankfully, he's also back in the negatives.
リンバスカンパニーの皆さんとご一緒できて本当に嬉しいです。
Not sure where he's getting this insane offense up from. And I have nothing to beat this with. Fun. best I have that, I suppose, but like everything else is just so
먹을 확
horrible.
물어버리자고.
Yep. Somehow beat him with a counter, though. Lost the second counter. Is the... Oh, grand. I want to hurt someone so much right now. I just can't right now. There's just too much going through me. I don't even know where he got the offense up from, unless it was from one of his victories. So let's try this again. Different team comp. DC is on here as my sinking. Don Quixote screaming in my ear. Yeah, that's not annoying at all. Having the thing keep playing even though I'm not in that window anymore, basically. Yeah, that's really cool. You're my sinking, but you're under level. I'll get you some more levels then. We need... You are my sinking for this one. I think Wild Hunt is sinking? He is sinking, okay. Drag you into this. You're... Yeah, you're more poised than you are sinking. You're just part of the Edgar family stuff. You bleed more than you are anything. Do you even have a sinking go, actually? I don't think you do. So I'll put you on this one, I think. Just because you give sanity. You are... I think you're a sinking one. Yeah, you are. Let me bring you up then. You do it, so I might put a charge team on the back end. Meaning, again, you are sinking, but I feel like I should do the Arknights instead. Keep you with the speed one. You do have this one, and I will level you up. You have the Linton one. So I'll bring you to the front, and then we will need to do some maneuvering.
사냥감을 찾은 건가?
자, 해골바가
일인가요?
Need you. I'm gonna put you in here as well.
불청객을 맞이할 시간인가 보군요.
120번.
주목.
120번 홍로. 제촉.
부르신다면 언제
빨리
Try
시작하시죠.
sinking, because if I can at least get the sinking through, I can hopefully negate some of his SP growth. Shout at him. It's Gloom Pride, so everyone's pretty good. Ryoshu, I believe in you. Good job.
애착을 갖고 들여다볼
とても調子が
가치가
悪く
있는
なっているみたいです
예술이다.
Question is who to put on. I think I have to put you on that duty for now.
거기구나.
으타! 더 먹어치워라!
Come on, Rojo.
깨달았나?
Thank you, Heathcliff. Good job, Ishmael. We've already got him down to negative 30 sanity. Never mind, we already got him to negative 45.
囚人の皆さんの状態を確認する必要がありそうです管理人
Oh, the numbers are looking so high, though. And you can't clash anything else. That is a shame.
검나를 내게 바쳐주지. 엽속했군.
Good job, Heathcliff. Come on. Please, I'm begging out here to win. Just... No, of course not. Of course not. Why would you ever win? Why would you ever do that?
나를
Just-
부르는 물소리가
주라기야.
しっかりしてください
달릴 시간이다.
And now he's at 0 sanity. And I'm still basically at 0 with this.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
I forgot you were a negative SP move. That's why you have 33 as the ceiling.
와 함께 사라져라.
Hopefully this will be enough. It's like negative 24 again. Everyone is just being immobilized. Good job, Ishmael. I am... Charging did nothing, so someone has to stand next to him. Are you kidding me? I don't care that it only
깨지겠어요.
SP or HP.
本当に嬉しいです
I am hating this fight so much right now. It still feels like this team just isn't enough. Like, jeez. I know for other people it's probably gonna be like the easiest, most trivial fight possible.
언제나 추월할 수는 없으니까.
Like, oh yeah, cause a -4 for sanity. That means basically nothing. It just feels like that's nothing. Because everyone else just can't even do this, can't even really win against anything else. I need to get all the other sanities higher. But I, of course, don't have the resources for Fluid Sac just yet. And I am so petrified in using any of the skills. Please, Roja, thank you. At least Mind Warp will go crazy. Beow. 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 Darian, that's half the team frozen.
직접 알게 함이라.
이미 도달했다.
There's another person frozen. This will at least be dealing SP damage, I think. Or not.
불결아 들린다. 저 밑에서
She does get to stagger herself, though. And then he'll just probably kill a bunch of people because he doesn't AoE, and everyone else is staggered or frozen. And then yeah, he gets 2 unclashed attacks. So yeah, basically my entire team is dead. Cool.
거기구나.
여기가 뱃속이군.
지식을 마주하고.
And this is not even halfway into phase 1.
직접 밝혀주마.
Just
계속해봐라.
how did Team Good Stuff almost do it? Is what I don't understand. Because like me trying to build an actual team is going so much worse.
이 땅과 만인에게 손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다면.
Good job, Runjo.
깨달았나?
So close to that stagger, Honglu. Hopefully Gregor will be enough. Let's go, okay.
기대하고 있는 건 아니겠지.
We are a quarter of the way there.
味方が優勢です。今こそ勝機をつかむ時です。
이 땅과 만인에게 손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다면
아니, 부작이 여기서 쓰러진다면 그놈이 날 얼마나 비웃겠나.
림버스 컴퍼니の皆さん、この勢いに乗って勝ちに行きましょう。
He gets to be free of all his problems. Cool.
이 땅과 만인에게 손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다면
Please, Sinclair. Of course not. And then because he has positive sanity, it's over.
가장 당연한 순간에 그 사람 내게도 왔군.
囚人が退却できませんでした。あ、ダンテさんには囚人を蘇生できる能力がありましたよね。
Back. Fortunately, my, entire team is done for. Like, oh yeah, like, even if I can get a fluid sac in, it just doesn't feel like it's gonna be enough. And then because he gets his guard gets to go off.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
Like, even this healing may not even be enough. And it doesn't help that we're dealing
깨달았나?
so minimal damage to him.
깨달았나?
피어나라.
Although, really, we're just doing minimal damage to each other on Clash
この
Wins.
勢いに乗って勝ちに行きましょう。
What is your charge count at Hong? Okay, so I can't even use that move. Gotta get more healing in here.
직접 알게 함이라.
Sinclair, why? Why do you betray me like this? And then he can't even, oh, never mind. I guess hung loose somehow one scuffle. Not even sure how he did that, but okay. And then Pursuance will go off, however, she will become frozen immediately.
당신을 반드시 집행하겠습니다. 선배 말처럼.
Not sure who. Oh, Rhodes died. Cool. So my other main healer is gone now. Even if everyone's at 4 to 5 sanity, it feels like it just doesn't mean anything. Especially now that he's at 25, so like, yeah, it just doesn't matter. And I can't even kill him through here. Like, that's neutral, but it's gonna hit someone.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
이상이 무엇이라
And like, I'll be going into phase 2 with all these people, so like, yeah, fight's over. Even if a miracle happens, fight's over. Honglu, I admire you holding the fort down. And then, yeah, you're frozen. I think everyone's frozen or staggered, except... Yeah, Sinclair gets to come out, but he's basically done for.
Company の戦い方
이쪽으로.
Incredible that you won that somehow.
나의 손으로 잘라낼 수 있다면.
And then you two will die because he has another attack that's unclashed and one that's just a single target one.
나중에 또 보자고요. 무리는 다시 몰려올 테니까.
囚人が退却できませんでした。あ、ダンテさんには囚人を蘇生できる能力がありましたよね。
이쪽으로.
이미 도달했다.
And then yes, now one move becomes unclashable because you got frozen. And then yeah, you're at 9 health. So like, I'm just gonna have to force one
戦闘
through.
の準備を。
피워보지.
That guard should not have gone through unless you're just forcefully moving stuff over. And then yeah, this will just happen.
ただならぬ気配を感じます。
거기구나.
And we'll like kill the entire front row. I'm pretty sure. Front row. I'm pretty sure. There goes Don Quixote, so now I'm left with, I think, just 3 units. And like, yeah, okay, cool, your move becomes
이런
clashable.
순간을 보여줘.
Struggle deactivated. Last night gains the Knight's
간단합니다.
Corpus.
囚人が死亡。どうすれば。
Take 80%, damn, are you kidding me? Alright, so we definitely fluid sack this thing.
이쪽으로.
I'm not even sure if 80% looks like it's more or not. Like, it looks like now we're just doing normal damage to him. At least fluid sack gets to go off.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
Alright, that's, I think Sinclair dead now. Yep, there's his halberd. Man, 80% damage looks so nice. Especially when he gets to just have a free guard. Even though Hong Lu should have been, not Hong Lu, Yi Song should have been offsetting it, but whatever. I guess he just gets to do it for free.
ダンテさんには囚人を蘇生できる能力がありましたよね。
이쪽으로.
And now you're frozen, so now all this damage just goes off and you kill them. You get 30 health.
囚人の皆さんの状態に何か変化が。
이쪽으로.
Of course not. Just stagger her already. Yep, there we go. Now it's death, because even if you don't kill her this turn, you'll kill her next turn. At least you get to see what Clash Victory looks like for that other ability.
敵が優勢です。状況を今一度把握し直さなければ。
I hate this fight. I know I've said it so much, but I really do.
오티스님 말이.
This is just so stupid. So sinking barely got me to the next one.
트럼펫 경보와 비명 소리가 들릴 거다. 잘나신 관리자 놈이
Rupture did
수습하겠다. 또
nothing.
난리를 피울 테지.
Maybe burn can help. At this point, I'm just trying everything, seeing what sticks. You have a burn, but it's not a good burn. So I might put you on Regret Faust. You will have to be him, even if I know that Liu South Association is like the one. I think I just need the gun one. Although, if they lost SP this turn, but no one's like losing SP, I don't think. So yeah, I think it's fine doing Lament because that burn one isn't doing much of it. You have 3 burns really, so like, the question is which one do I take? Maybe I take you. Putting you two on support won't be great, so I'll just switch you over, I think. To just like decent IDs. Your bleed, I think, primarily. Yeah. So this burn ID is already not going so hot. taking... Is there any way I can get, like, a decent setup for them? This just really isn't seeming doable at all. And I really hate that. Then I've just somehow ended back up at use a good ID. Yeah, I've just ended back up at use good ID galore. Because the ruptures betrayed me. I feel like you just don't measure up in terms of it, so it might be use bleed, Roja, and Matchaland. Your bleed tremor. But I feel like this one's just good because you have the little passive to you. I think you can cheese a few wins. I think you're counted as bleed, but I don't think you're a good one for me to pop in. I'm just smacking my head against a wall at this point.
의뢰
자, 준비되었.
지위를 받는
관리인가?
화점에 두
부선장이
And
필요한가?
then just don't have any greens. I just also don't have greens, so I think you need to stay a sync. Which means you will need to be there.
일인가요?
자, 풀 뜯을 시간이다.
So then, what's a good team to build around them is my next big thing. Your numbers are kinda low, because you're what, 10 and 12 as your primary ones is the only good move you have. Maybe to just splash a little bit of burn into it.
준비되었습니다. 자, 준비는 항상 되어 있습니다.
관리
자, 풀 뜯을 시...
화점에
지위를 받는 거
내가
부선장이 필요한가?
착수.
We'll try this, and if it doesn't work, I think I'm gonna have to call stream, just because it is getting rather late. And I've been smacking my head against this guy for too long. I might just have to try and do off-stream grinding / attempts. Yell at him, Sinclair. Good job, Sinclair. You yelled at him.
敵の調子が悪くなっているみたいです。
해결됐네요.
단번에 끝낸다.
Let's go. 2 victories already. If we can keep this up, we can at least keep that sanity low. Unfortunately. Never mind, unfortunately, Don Quixote didn't.
마무리.
편히 쉬시게.
And then Gisong will unfortunately go down in sanity, but he'll help the others because now the butterflies are on him. So now Heathcliff gets to actually start with sanity. That guard should have been paralyzed.
囚人の皆さんの状態を確認する必要がありそうです。 管理人。
I wonder if that means only the person can guard them then.
대가리 딱 떼도.
Come on, Ryoshi, thank you.
아차!
Dang it, Rocha. Come on. We're mitigating it at least, but like, this isn't feeling good at all. This is back to being annoying and stupid. Oh cool, he's back at 0 sanity. And he gets to do all his damage. Just... And because of that, now everyone's having a harder time. Thank you for somehow doing that. I need to just take off that guard. I need to take the extra clash because it's just not doing anything to him. Just gotta auto-win that one.
조여 목구를 달궈볼까?
I am just way too tense for this stupid fight.
으타! 더 먹어치워라!
And him taking next to no damage is not helping me.
모든 걸 거둬들일 순 없었어.
Thank you to whoever watches this for it. Make fun of me in the comments for being such a baby against this fight. I don't care at this point. At this point, any interaction is good interaction. A thank you to It's Rachel for showing up. Someone has to stand their ground.
애착을 갖고 들여다볼 가치가
Alright, cool,
있는
we got
것을
frozen.
戦闘の準備を。
Let's auto win with impending dang.
대가리 딱 떼도.
Just
진리게
smack
버리겠어.
him. Slowly chipping away at him. So yeah, clashing the guard does nothing. Understood.
リンバスカンパニーの皆さんとご一緒できて本当に嬉しいです。
It is a gamble though against it.
탈출 개체.
Oh, this round sucks. Alright, so basically I should actually be clashing that guard just to make him lose sanity more. That is the built-in mechanic to help me, I suppose.
남은 건 그대를 자유케 하는 것.
Good job, Don Quixote. And then, yeah, this just gets to go for free. And then we get our free attacks in, but also get frozen.
敵が来ます。皆さん、戦闘の準備を。단번에 끝낸다.
Alright. Oh great, Faust got staggered and she was clashing one of the big attacks. So, yeah. This isn't good. And there goes 3 of my sinners already. Not even at half health yet. Close to half health, but not there yet.
ダンテさんには囚人を蘇生できる能力がありましたよね。
벤다는 사활을 걸어.
Can't clash them all. It doesn't help that some of their speeds are low. We did get the snagger, okay, so that no longer matters. Just beat him up. Just pop, pop, pop. Because now this is actually starting to look up.
ドクターのように優れた式ですね。味方が優勢です。今こそ勝機をつかむ時です。단번에 끝낸다.
Let's go, we got him to the second phase. And that was so we got him to stagger and then we immediately got it. So if we can get the stagger off of an early hit, that's really good. Unfortunately nothing I can do except try and dodge this. Or just tank it. Rhodes is just gonna suffer in silence. At least we get some counters, I suppose. So we have to stop it. You just auto-win.
미오스로군.
And then we get the 80% damage up. Because now he has the corpus on him. What the heck? Nerve strike Don Quixote, what? The unit that inflicted this nerve strike gains the full... Oh, okay. That is her passive, gotcha. So then you have 80% damage off of the corpus. Unfortunately, he's at 45 sanity, so I just have to nail him with egos. Why is that clashing the guard? Well, screw you too, I guess, even though I had someone else clashing it. this happens, and he gets his Mega Move, which will unfortunately probably stagger someone. Just because it's an it's a 3-hit move. And it somehow actually didn't. Good to know. She's frozen. Good job on Blue. It's only a minor dent to him. Don Quixote looks like she's gonna die pretty soon. I wish I hadn't lost Faust, but there's nothing I can do about that. I have no one that can heal. One of those big moves is gonna go through, unfortunately. And you just have to beat him. He doesn't have a second stagger bar thing. There goes Don Quixote. She takes the 20 damage and 20 sanity damage from being frozen. If that's a death. I think these are my last substitutes now. Can you clash this still? You can actually clash this.
바람구멍을 내주지.
지금이다. 해골 바가지 거미 대가리. 차!
Part of me wants to have hope because I see his health bar, but I don't know if it's even close. His sanity's getting lower and lower. Come on.
하나 가져간다.
Just being able to do near full power damage is good enough. Thank you, Heathcliff. Come on. He's at 350. We might be able to baby our way through this one. Oh my gosh, this fight's so he's frozen now. Shoot. Why is that so big? It's because it's dealing so much damage to all the frozen ones. That was everyone. So it's down to this group. And he gets to be at his stupid amount. Cool. You might be able to beat that one.
바람구멍을 내주지.
Please, you're gonna be frozen after this, unfortunately. How many are gonna get frozen?
딱 죽을 만큼 튀겨질 테니까.
Come on.
But
if it's just gonna be an entire frozen board, it's gonna suck. Yep, you're frozen now too, Grand. So he just gets to go all out. And then you're frozen too. Yep, everyone's just frozen. Come on, game. This is just so stupid now. Because, yeah, everyone's frozen. They can't do anything. He gets full power attack. Just... Come on, we were so close to... But at the very least, this means that this might be the team to do it. This strange team might be able to beat him, hopefully. I hate this so much. I really do. It's just such a pain right now. hopefully some people get to enjoy making fun of me, I guess, in the comments of the VODs. Hope you have a good day, though. Happy birthday to you, Matt. I doubt you'll be watching to the end after that awful performance. Bye-bye.